my god! Look at the carnival! This is gonna be so much fun! Several hours later, NATSUKI and I leave for the carnival. The carnival I was talking about is pretty close to the area. It's almost year-round except for in the winter. The cold months are coming, so this is just about one of our last chances to take a trip there, given that most of the trees are on their last couple of leaves. NATSUKI and I enter the scene. It's close to dusk, and the sun is in the process of setting. I take a deep whiff of the air around me, and NATSUKI notices, giving me a dirty look. Weirdo, what are you doing? Trying to use my enhanced sense of smell to find where the fried Oreo... Oh, fried Oreos. I love fried Oreos. Enhanced sense of smell, really? You've been reading too much manga. Hey, you're one to talk. You literally baked cupcakes last night that were identical to the ones on page 56 of volume 12 of Parfait Girls. And you know those numbers how? Because I've been reading too much manga. Ding, 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 ding! Damn, bested again. Well, did you at least track down the fried Oreos? Not quite. But I think I know where some kid hurled his guts out. Suki and I look about 8 feet to our left and see a literal pile of vomit. Let's go somewhere else! Suki and I walk further into the carnival and find a pretty simple teacup ride. You want to go on this, Nats? Totally! We each give a ticket to the worker tending to the ride, who looks like he's about to check out of our realm of existence at any moment. Hopefully we don't get spun into the next town over with him operating this ride. You notice how that guy looks like he hates his life? Don't even think about it, Nats. We step into our teacup, and in the center of it, there's a steering wheel that lets you rotate the cup on its own axle independent of the rides. Oh, fuck, she's gonna get sick, isn't she? This wasn't a good idea. Once the ride starts up, NATSUKI and I have the exact same idea. Clockwise. Nope, counterclockwise. You see, that's pretty interesting because I'm pretty sure I said clockwise. But what you don't seem to understand is that I said counterclockwise. I read that only dummies go counterclockwise. Oh yeah? Where'd you read that? Just take my word for it, okay? This back and forth goes on for about 120 full seconds, and by the point we've reached a peace agreement between our two camps, the ride ends. So, little progress was made in those 2 minutes. I think my head hurts. That's pretty fun though, I'll admit. I'm always laughing when I'm around you. It's my favorite thing about getting to live with you. Don't say things like that, dummy. I don't like it when you make me blush. But thanks. It's hard not to let myself be a lot looser around you. You just bring out that side of me. Let's just agree that I'm the best boyfriend around, huh? Well, you're no Chad, but I'll give you an 8 out of 10. Damn you, Chad. NATSUKI and I laugh together and then make our way to another ride, then another and another. We expend all of our tickets in a solid half hour. Dang, we're done already, huh? For rides, it looks that way. How are you feeling? Any signs of puking? Nope, I feel great. That's good. Plus it's getting dark anyway. What's that have to do with anything? Carnival rides are always more fun at night. Think about all the lights that come... The rides are always so good at night. Think about all the lights that come on. Yeah, well... I don't have the heart to say I just wish I had more money so we could go on more rides. But if we buy more tickets, I won't have enough money to buy us snacks. And I want a fried Oreo more than words can describe. I decide I'll leave it up to NATSUKI. Hey, listen, I still have some money. I'll let you decide. Do you want to ride one more ride or buy something to eat? This is the hardest choice I've ever had to make. Think it over carefully. Suki really seems to be straining herself over this. I can see her face contorting in heavy thought as she lets out sounds of contemplation. I guess I'd rather... What a coincidence seeing you here! Huh? Monica, hi there. Hey, Monica. What are you guys doing here? We're just on a little date. Ah, I can see that. You two having fun, keeping out of trouble? NATSUKI looks a little peeved at the moment, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, NATSUKI was about to decide if she wants to buy snacks or go on one more ride. What snacks were you gonna get? Probably some fried Oreos. Wow, it's funny that you say that. I actually just bought 3 of them. I ate one, but it was really heavy, so I'm gonna give these 2 away. Do you guys want them? Yeah, totally. Thank you, Monica. Natsuki shifts her expression and suddenly doesn't seem to be as annoyed. Thank you, Monica. That's really thoughtful. Now we don't have to choose. It's really nothing. Monica's warm smile shines just about as bright as the bright lights around the carnival at dusk. Well, eat up! They're delicious, but I'd hate myself if I ate more than one. I can see why. As I watch her examine her deep-fried snack, I think of a way to get Natsuki to blush even though she doesn't like me to. Nats, you want me to feed you? What?! Alright, that was fucking stupid. This is great. I love this mod. Of course not, dummy! That's so embarrassing right in front of Monica and all these people. Hey, relax, I was just joking. Hey, Natsuki, you shouldn't take Skibidi Toilet for granted. Not everybody's boyfriend would let him feed them. You should take this offer while it's on the table. Ah! Skibidi Toilet, do you want to feed me my stupid Oreo? Nats, I was only joking around, and so was Monica. Yeah, Natsuki, lighten up a little. It's always fun to tease you. Yeah, right, yeah. I know, I was just joking around too. We need Monica's advice. We need Monica's advice. We heed, I'm gonna say that's heed. We heed Monica's advice and finish our Oreos before they get too cold. Natsuki and I seem to simultaneously melt at the flavor of the flaky, buttery dough surrounding the world-famous cookie. Monica brought it to us at the perfect temperature. Not too hot, not too cold. Natsuki and I have a non-verbal agreement that they were an 11 out of 10. Seems like you guys really enjoyed that, huh? Well, it looks like you have another ride to ride. How about I come with you this time? Hey, that would be fun, right, Natsuki? Yeah, totally. After finishing the treat, Natsuki seems a lot less uptight. Monica then looks around and then she spots a contender. Ooh, the pirate ship. That's the one I haven't gone on yet. I'll go save us a place in line while you get your tickets. Meet me there, okay? Without giving us either a chance to respond, Monica seems to teleport right over to the pirate ship ride. Seriously, 1 second she was there, then I blinked and she was gone. Well, let's go get our tickets, Nats. Okay. Natsuki and I stand in line to get the tickets, then ask her the obvious question. So, the pirate ship, huh? Think you'll be able to keep it together this time around? Pff, come on, Skibidi Toilet, don't make me nervous for no reason. You were the one who reassured me in the first place. I know, Nats, I'm just messing around. Well, threatening that I might puke is a mighty sleazy way to do it. That's weird. I just made a joke of similar caliber to that a few minutes ago, but she bit back instead of closing herself off. Actually, that isn't weird at all. That's exactly what I'd expect. It was a few minutes ago when Monica was around that she felt all anxious. Does Monica instill some emotion in Natsuki that she doesn't have normally? By the time I finish having this thought, Natsuki and I have arrived at the pirate ship ride. We cut in front of a couple of people, but they don't mind. Monica must have said she was waiting for somebody. A few moments later, the previous set of people finish their ride and exit the ship, then we get let in. However, when we board, I noticed that Monica somehow ended up between me and Natsuki. Well, that's fucking stupid. Hey Monica, do you think you and me can maybe switch seat? Before I have the chance to finish asking Monica my question, the person running the pirate ship ride comes over and secures me in my seatbelt and lap bar. Looks like we're all stuck here. I look over at Natsuki. She looks a little upset, but when she sees the reassuring smile on my face, she smiles right back. It makes me happy that it's just that easy sometimes. In a moment's notice, the ride starts. I have fun and I look at Monica, who's yelling really loud, so she's clearly having fun. I try to look over at Natsuki, but I can't really look at her dead on considering Monica is between us. Fucking Monica. However, there's a split second where I catch a glimpse of her face and see that she's gotten very glossy-eyed. I get really worried, and I anxiously start to wait for the pirate ship to slow down. Once the ride finally ends, I impatiently try lifting my lap bar off because I can see Natsuki doesn't look to be in great shape. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, what's the rush, Skibidi Toilet? Monica, look at Nats. Her face is as white as a ghost, and her posture seems to have tensed up quite a bit. Oh, she's gonna hurl. I know exactly what's coming, and I need to get up and help her. Hey, let us out already, would ya? I shout that at the person running the ride, and a moment later we're free, but by the time I manage to stand up, it's too late. Oh no. Natsuki! I finally get the opportunity to go over to her, and she's completely soaked with her vomit. What didn't end up on her clothes instead ended up on the floor of the ride. Crap, this is so awful. I'll go get some napkins for you, Natsuki. Sit tight. Monica leaves the area, and I see her telling the person in charge of the ride that there's been an accident and the ride should be closed for cleaning. Everyone else on the ride leaves, and I can't help but rubberneck at the scene on their way out. They all look really sorry for Natsuki. I look at Natsuki and speak to her. Natsuki, are you okay? Monica... Monica? Screw you, Monica! My eyes go wide, as Natsuki's seems to shut completely. She looks completely knocked out, so I have no choice but to carry her off. Aww. Monica and I took Natsuki to the infirmary, located just off the side of the carnival. Seems like even the carnival knew they were bound to run into mishaps like this. I don't tell Monica what Natsuki said to me when she was gone. I don't imagine that'd benefit anyone. The nurse at the infirmary gave Natsuki something for her stomach, and she started to feel better enough to be able to walk home. We go home, then Natsuki takes a shower and gets changed. About 20 minutes later, she comes back to the living room and sits on the couch next to me. That sucked. So sorry, Nats. I can't believe that actually happened to you again. Me too. I guess I'm just cursed forever at carnivals. Well, hope you had fun before that whole thing. Oh, yeah, I did. I just wish that Monica didn't show up? Natsuki looks at me surprised. I wasn't gonna say that. I don't believe that. Before you passed out, I heard what you said. What do you have against Monica? I don't have any... Natsuki, you better tell me the truth. Monica, she ruined everything. Now we're getting somewhere. She's so damn patronizing, giving us peasants her leftovers. And then she just inserts herself into our date? Natsu explicitly told Monica that she could go on the ride with us. Yeah, but I didn't say that she could sit between us. I do have to concede that she has a serious point there. That was pretty ignorant of Monica. And then that thing that pissed me off the most was when she said I was taking you for granted by not letting you feed me. What is her problem? Natsuki, relax. She was just joking. That's bullcrap. Saying I'm joking is just the way someone like Monica thinks she can get away with insulting you. I don't care how charming she is. I can see through her just the same. But she doesn't know anything about how much I value you. How does she have the audacity to say something like that after all I've been through? Hey, Nats, come on. Monica is not as devious as you're letting on. Why? Why, are you taking her side right now? I'm just saying, I think you're overreacting. Monica did nothing wrong. Oh yeah? Well, if Monica hadn't shown up, she wouldn't have given me her Oreo. If Monica hadn't shown up, we wouldn't have ridden another ride. If Monica hadn't shown up, I wouldn't have ridden another ride after eating that Oreo. It's Monica's fault I got sick. Nats, Monica couldn't have known all that would happen. She was just being kind to us and wanted to spend some time with her friends. I expect Natsuki to bite back, but she doesn't. She just ponders what I say, even though I feel like I haven't said anything that's mind-blowing. Nats, is there something deeper about Monica that's bothering you? If I'm being completely honest, Skibbity Toilet, I'm not really mad at anything Monica did that I said I was mad at. The thing that bothered me was how you and her were talking to each other. Whenever Monica is around, it's so hard not to think that she can just say one thing that would make you want to leave me for her. When the two of you get all friendly like that, it really hurts me. What do I tell Natsuki here? Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I had no idea. Yep, obvious answer. I'm clicking that one. Nats, I'm sorry, I had no idea. I didn't know you felt that way. If I had, I probably would have told Monica something like, hey, we're on a date right now, but we'll see you in the club. I promise I won't make that mistake again. Thank you, Skibbity Toilet. But you have to promise me not to make your mistake again. What mistake? Where you think I'd abandon you for Monica. That would never happen in a million years, Natsuki. I love you so much. I never let someone get between us, and you could bet everything in the world on that. Skibbity toilet. I love you too. Sorry for how I've acted. I forgive you, Nats. I hope you forgive me too. Wordlessly, Natsuki nods, indicating that she does indeed forgive me. So Nats, are you better now? You're not bitter with Monica anymore? No, I'm not. Thank you for making me see things differently. You're welcome. Well, it's getting late now. I think we ought to get some sleep. Okay. I think I'd like to stay down here and watch some TV if that's okay with you. Sure, Nats. I'll do whatever makes you feel better. Thank you. Good night, Skibbity Toilet. I'd kiss you, but I'd rather not on account of, well... Like, I brushed my teeth 2 times over, but it's still really nasty. It's okay. I blow Natsuki a kiss, and she grabs it and sends me one of her own. Jokingly, when the imaginary kiss reaches my face, I wave my hands around in front of me. P.U., you weren't kidding. You big jerk. Good night, Natsuki. Good night, Skibbity Toilet. I love you. Wow, that was good. At around 7 in the morning, I wake up surprisingly peacefully given the events of yesterday. As I think back to the past 24 hours, I try my hardest to convince myself that I'd completely misinterpreted everything. Natsuki... Oh my god, I can't speak. Okay, focus mode. Focus. We are focusing. Natsuki was not in the best shape last I saw her, and I realize now I'm still not seeing her at this moment. I look to my right and register that my significant other is not beside me in bed. I panic momentarily before I hear sizzling downstairs. Phew, she's just making us breakfast. I pop myself up out of bed and adjourn to the bathroom, where I wash the morning breath out of my mouth. Man, that tastes gross. I'm thankful that Natsuki likely didn't get a whiff of it, for that poor girl's own sake. From the hallway, I walk into the living room, the sound of sizzling rising in volume with each step. I take a glance at the sofa to the right of me before walking into the kitchen and notice something a little peculiar. One of the couches has a blanket on top of it, sloppily. However, when I saw Natsuki on the couch yesterday, I never saw her with a blanket. Did she deliberately get herself a blanket so she could sleep on the couch? I walk into the kitchen from the side and notice Natsuki is standing at the stove tending to our breakfast. She seems to be blushing, but I realize that's probably just her face getting red from the heat of the stove. Good morning. Huh? Oh, good morning, cutie. So I'm the cute one now, huh? You better believe it. She has a big smile on her face, but I feel a bit uneasy. Yesterday's drama must still be lingering with me. Not only that, but I can't shake the idea of Natsuki avoiding me last night. I need to speak up. We've built our relationship on trust, and I don't want her to read my frustration instead of me just manning up and saying what's on my mind. Hey Nats, do you want a lot of cinnamon on your French toast? Yeah, sure. Honestly, I didn't even know that we had cinnamon. I've been making shopping runs. Do you want a lot of vanilla too? I'll pass on... Oh, what? I'll pass on vanilla? Come on, man! Get some motherfucking vanilla! Come on! So there's something that I'm wondering... Oh, hold on. I just noticed the trash cans are full. Let me get some new bags from the closet. Natsuki walks out of the room and grabs a few garbage bags from the closet in the hall. I don't really know why I don't just keep those under the sink, but that's a problem for another day. Natsuki doesn't look at me as she does this, nor does she look at me while she's emptying the garbage. She finally finishes the task. I'm gonna grab some water, I'll be right back. She finally finishes the task. There we go, much cleaner. Do you mind taking these out to the containers? I don't want to leave the food alone. Yeah, sure. I quickly run outside with the garbage bags and drop them into the containers, then walk back inside having the smell of garbage quickly infesting my delicate nasal cavities. I re-enter the kitchen and see Natsuki putting what looks to be the finishing touches on our French toast. Here, almost done. I can set the table real fast while it cools, so you can take a seat. Dang, she seems really angsty this morning. Nats, are you... sit down! Her giggle is one I can't resist, so I do as she says. Nonetheless, she's acting very strange right now. Almost like she's trying to be a maid or a waitress rather than my girlfriend. Natsuki, we need to talk. To be completely honest, I was shocked I was able to verbally finish my thought without Natsuki cutting me off. She has an unsettled expression on her face as she looks at me deeply. Can I just finish making our breakfast first? Nats, this is more important to me right now than breakfast. She looks at me almost with contempt, like she knew she wasn't going to slither her way out of this inevitable conversation. Not only was yesterday trying for both of us, but I've also deduced that she may have slept by herself last night. Natsuki, I can tell when something is wrong right now. Do you think you could tell me what it is? Skibbity toilet, there's nothing wrong. I'm not having that. I know you too well at this point. It's why we've gotten this far in the first place. I want you to tell me what's on your mind so we can work through it. To be honest, I'm just tired of being forced to pry information out of you rather than you just telling me yourself. Natsuki looks a little upset at me, but sometimes tough love is a necessity. Skibbity toilet, you can't just let me do my job? Excuse me? What job? Taking care of you, cleaning, cooking, making you feel good, letting you have sex with me. Just let me be your girlfriend and stop questioning everything I do. Natsuki, is this what you think this is all about? Is that really how you see yourself? Just a tool for my pleasure? You need to show yourself more respect, and at that, show me some more respect. I love you for who you are, not what you think you are. Natsuki looks at the floor silently. I wish I could believe you, but the more time that passes, the more awful crap that happens to us thanks to me and our friends. The more I realize it's all enough. Natsuki goes silent and stares at me, tears starting to form in her eyes as the rest of her face remains static. You're not perfect, but you're far from being a screw-up. You're only human, Nats. But in my eyes, you're the most perfect girl I've ever known. If I didn't look past your flaws to see through to the real you, I wouldn't still be here, rest assured. I freaking love you, Natsuki. Natsuki and I remain silent for several moments. Why do you have to be so damn good at this? At what? At reading me, figuring out that I'm all messed up in the head. Natsuki, don't you say that. But it's true. When I think that I'm an idiot, you tell me I'm wrong. When you tell me good things about me, my mind tells me you're lying. I feel like I'm just freaking trapped inside of my own thoughts. Nats, anxiety and insecurity is normal, but you have a boyfriend, and not to mention at least 2 other super supportive friends. Even if you convince yourself of all the horrible things you've managed to come up with about you, there's one thing you aren't, and I defy you to argue against. And what would that be? Alone. You aren't alone, Nats. At least not anymore, and you never will be again. Natsuki's face breaks into a sad smile, then she slowly sets her head into my chest and wraps her arm around me tightly. I stroke her down the length of her back and stroke her hair. I get a whiff of her strawberry shampoo, which perfectly complements the color she brags. Is this natural? What? You mean giving you big hugs like this? No, your hair, the color, was it always pink? Natsuki slugs me in the shoulder upon detaching from me. She cackles at my pain, like the little witch she has proven to be. Way to destroy a moment as soon as you create it. I can't help but smile. Trust me, I take pride in it. But you still didn't answer my question. Yes, it's natural. How the fuck do you get pink hair? That's not natural. If I ever dyed my hair, my dad would have been so pissed. Yeesh, I'd imagine. Yeah, but luckily I don't have to worry about him anymore, right? Natsuki's making a little joke because the answer is obviously yes. But it sounds like she's still looking for affirmation that I'll never abandon her. Right. Never again. I'm your family now. Natsuki leans up to my face and kisses me on the lips quickly. Skibbity toilet, can I ask you just one more thing? Totally. Well, I trust you completely, but do you think I should trust everyone else? Could you be more specific? Monica and Sayori and Yuri. Don't get me wrong, I love them all, but I just feel something off with each one of them. And it's not like general paranoia or anything either. They're each giving me some separate reason to be worried about them. Nats, how come you haven't told me about this before? Haven't you been paying attention? I've been way too screwed up in the head to tell you that without being worried you'd call me a heartless bitch or something. You don't have to worry about that, Nats. You just don't. She sighs. Yeah, I know. So, do you think I can talk to you about what's going on with all of them that's messing with me? No doubt, Nats. I'm here to listen always. Oh boy.